And welcome guys, welcome back to our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen series. And wow, this sound is like really loud right now. Okay, way better. Okay, so welcome everyone, welcome back to our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen series. And as I promised, we will go through some bios right now, but before, I think the most important information that I need to give you right now is that we actually went ahead and recruited all the ones that were missing. So now everyone has a character on board. That's amazing, right? So welcome everyone. So as new members, we have, of course, Ember Brightstone. Very cool. She has, of course, oh my god, where she is? I completely lost. 6 health, 13 mobility, 5 hacking, and 63 aim. We have, of course, Disseal's Atherman Echo with 13 mobility, 5 health, and 64 aim. Welcome to the team. We also have Christmas, Blind Eye Day. Welcome to the team, girl. 63 aim, 12 mobility, 5 health. And we have as well Ares War Olympus. Very cool. 72 aim. Great aim, man. Some defense, 12 mobility, 4 health. Not bad. Really strong. Also we have, okay, we do have Jacqueline, and I suppose it would be pronounced Jacqueline, but this is like Jacqueline. I really don't know how to pronounce. Fleet, you will have to help me with this. Drax Zwinzel. My God, this name is really hard. I'll probably call you just Drac. So 64 aim, 14 mobility, and 5 health. Welcome to the team. We also have Joshua Last Chance Cohen. Welcome to the team. And of course, we have Isabel Eclipse Mendes. This is from yours truly, by the way. 67 aim, 12 mobility, and 4 health. Welcome to the team. And okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually going to read the Gatecrasher 4 bios right now, just so we get to know them already. And when we are prompted to use any other soldiers, be it on missions, be it on like covert ops, the first time we use every soldier, we will go through their bio and learn about them, and that way there are no like sections, there are no videos like that are completely cluttered with bio reading. I am not a native speaker, so my reading isn't all that great, so it would be best if we could avoid like doing too much reading on one single episode. I think that's for the best, right? So okay, what we are going to do now is to read the 4 bios from Gatecrasher. So let's start with Auron Ferron Rose Leslie, which with of course has updated visuals. Very nice looking. So let's actually take a look at his bio. Okay, born and raised in Sicily, Auron led a simple life with his family. Raised among artists, he grew to love art too, showing early signs of aptitude towards painting. That would last until 2015, when the alien invasion happened and the entire world ended up bowing to a new and overwhelming force. He and his family were rather fortunate, however, as they were safely relocated to one of the first Advent city centers, and there they had the opportunity to thrive under the new regime. Even though he lived in comfort, having the soul of a true artist and being a lover of true freedom, Auron grew more restless as time passed, and could not abide the regime watching and controlling every aspect of his life. He was tired of seeing the gray tones of the Advent cities and would fight to change his destiny even if it meant painting those city streets with yellow and red. Finding a place on a small group of rebel mercenaries, Auron got a bodyguard job that involved the protection of one very prominent scientist, a foreign woman on the run with a mind that could change. Okay, there's a typo here. That could change a lot in the war. They got along really well in almost no time, since she had somewhat of a passion for arts as well, and it always amused her to watch him paint between movings from one makeshift base to another. But it was during a seemingly normal and perhaps too silent of a night, the scientist's crew was distracted and enjoying some wine, when the worst happened. Advent arrived, and it was not a simple patrol. Someone tipped their hideout out, which ended up leading a strike team directly to them. During the fight that ensued, all of his teammates were shot down. In a desperate attempt to escape, Auron stayed behind to buy some time for the scientists to evacuate, and after downing a few troopers in a tight corridor, he was shot multiple times and was took for dead by the remaining Advent forces. Days later, Auron would miraculously wake up, tied to a bloody operating table with little to no memory of his identity and recent past events. As he fully regained his consciousness, a man dressed like a doctor started to explain the procedure Auron underwent. Apart from an arm he lost due to an infection, his brain was severely damaged by a shock trauma, and he got a small device installed that would regulate his blood circulation as well as provide safety measures against a likely stroke. But in order for the equipment to properly work, it would either require constant medical surveillance or an AI to do the calculations and administration of routines. And the very scientist Auron used to protect, who survived and came back for him, led the procedure and took the second option. Now, back from the dead, Auron can now fight again, but on a very different note. He seems improved, cold, and precise, almost like a total machine. Could that be a side effect? Did he always see zeros and ones every time he woke up? Very cool, very cool. Welcome to the team. Now proper Auron Ferrose illicit or first marksman. I'm glad to have you on board. Let's meet now Zoe Doser Duff. Okay. Zoe's from Ireland, July 28 of 2009. Oh, you have even information about her family. Isabel and Brendan Duff, parents, and Kayleen Duff, sister and ex-convict. That she is. Kayleen is also here. Zoe Duff, like her sister Kayleen, comes on loan from the newly reformed IRA or IRA, I think, I don't know how to pronounce it, or Irish Republican Army, who continue to conduct disruptive activities across Ireland in an attempt to unseat Advent control. For once, our goals align, so in exchange for additional resources, they've sent us these two women. Zoe Doser Duff brings mostly brute force and an abrasive attitude to the table. You should definitely not expect her to use your title at all. For now anyways. Her respect is evidently hard to come by. As previously mentioned, her role with IRA, I will call IRA because that's how we pronounce here in Brazil, could be most likened to being an enforcer skilled with all manner of explosives and short-range weapons. She does possess the strength for large automatic weapons, yes, but her passions lie with making anything with an Advent logo meet some manner of violent, fiery end. That's really cool. Granted, when paired with her sister, they do have a good enough rapport to maintain some semblance of stability, for as long as necessary, that is. Afterwards, just be thankful you're not on the receiving end of her fury. I recommend you keep the bar well stocked for these two, for the two sure, but especially for Zoe here, and preferably something thicker. We can expect a Guinness like she would prefer, but maybe the skirmishers or reapers could provide us with suitable alternative. And what little we know of their family history essentially boils down to the unit escaping New Dublin, with her and their father at the lead. They also would want me to extend their wish of keeping our coachy daughter safe and crack on with the killing. That all said, I hope that both the Death Sisters will turn out quite nicely for us, Commander. Very cool. Welcome to the team. Now for Brismov, or Cool Reaper. He's from Russia, very close to here actually that we are. Now we are on East Asia. He's from 1976. It's quite old already. Roscoe Code Brismov was one from a strange breed of XCOM soldiers. He was in the organization before the first invasion, yet he didn't participate in any outstanding operation when the war kicked off. Hell, technically he was never an XCOM soldier in the first place, just a regional supervisor that silently kept watch on conflicts in the Middle East. That didn't stop Brismov from getting action, however. Occasionally you'd hear about terrorist cells getting spooked out of Mountain Fortress, some ghost of the mountain, that would remove leaders with pinpoint accuracy. That ghost turned out to be Brismov, acting out against the more passive approach XCOM was taking. Seeing how his efforts were doing more good than bad, XCOM turned a blind eye to it. By the time the first invasion took place, he was almost entirely forgotten, just another cog in a machine from a different era. After XCOM fell, Brismov took to hiding out in those molten fortresses he had once haunted, training anyone who found him at the art of sniping, and this led to a tenuous relationship with the Reaper cell in the area. When XCOM resurfaced a few years ago, he started to act as part of the Reapers, hoping to get close to XCOM and make right the inaction he had tortuously endured waiting for another to join that fight. Time may have weathered his abilities, but with his cold heart, he will drag many to an early grave in the name of a free Earth. That's a really, really cool bio. Welcome to the team, Raskov Code Brismov, or Great Reaper. Now we have Juliana Insider Kovac. Let's take a look at her bio. She's from Serbia, 21 September 1995. Oh, this is a first person bio, so okay. What motivates me? The truth. I've always wanted to be a journalist, reporting the truth, find out what's going on in the world, and informing people about it. That's always been something I want to do. After all, without the truth, we're lost. You can't do what you need to do without knowing the truth, can you? Okay, so you can't do what you need to do without knowing the truth, can you? Okay, now I got it right. So when the aliens invaded, I thought it was my duty to report on the invasions. People were dying, and so many governments were pretending that nothing was going on and everything was fine. I had to find out the truth, and despite what I saw and what I had to deal with, I felt, and I still feel, that it's worth it. Then Advent was created. Unfortunately, they seemed to think that North Korea was a good role model and decided that the truth wasn't worth keeping. I see what you did there. I reported on the actions they were hiding from the public, their abuses and evils, as much as I could. I exposed the truth, and they didn't like that. I got death threats, got beat up a couple of times by peacekeepers, and eventually the city centers just weren't safe for me anymore. So fuck it. I left their shiny little city centers to do my reporting from the outside. Had some insider contacts to feed me information, and boy was it fun to confuse Advent with them. They probably still think I'm hiding somewhere in Belgrade, as that mysterious insider that Julie Fellow always talks about. Oh, okay, I see. As that mysterious insider that Julie Fellow always talks about. Okay. Eventually learned how to use a gun and got pretty good at fighting Advent. And now I'm here to help you if you want me to. My god, I'm completely messing up. And now I'm here to help you if you want me to. Shooting, reporting, both, just say the word. Very nice. Reporter turned fighter. Welcome to the team. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at reading. I just like, sometimes I really can't read properly. So this is the main reason why we are not doing like full-on round of bios, because just so I don't bore you to death with my bad reading skills. So when we go for the mission and we have to choose more soldiers, then every first time a soldier is picked, then we're gonna go through their bio. Also, I was going to show, we have our Sky Ranger properly modified right here. Let's take a look at her. We got a really good side look. Very nice. And I think that was about it, right? I think we should be ready to hit the bridge. And for the first time in the campaign, get some strategic layer shit done. So we're going to go straight for the scientist.
Avenger plotting new course.
And we're going to scan. So modular weapons is ready. Interchangeable upgrades. Come on, we have made a stun and breakthrough. We must regain otherwise the programmable loss. So okay. Oh, this is the one that actually makes so that you can reuse upgrades, right? It's 10 days. I don't think it is a good breakthrough, but it's 10 days. So I don't think that's a good idea for now. We should go for like a more standard approach.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Okay, so we got a new scientist, which is good because now I think the first mission will probably give us an engineer. So that's a pretty good start, actually. Supplies is a good thing to have. I think we should go straight to that and we'll get our first mission at any moment. Yep. Okay. So we have, I have a mod that always adds like a few sit reps, so just so you can have like different missions very often. Then we have to destroy the alien relay, which is I think that's the one that we need to destroy the small relays. Then oh no, this is the one that you actually have to destroy the relay. Okay, I see. We have Shadow Squad. All soldiers on this mission will gain a single charge of concealability. Stealth insertion. Any mission timers will not start if the squad breaks concealment. Oh, this is very good. And high explosives. Okay, this is very good. This is a great opportunity actually to take some rookies to action. I like it. So
we can get our people into place. They should each have concealed positions to work with.
So here's the thing. This is a sewer mission, so Auto will not do well here, at least for now that we don't have a broadcaster. But I think Brismov needs a promotion. So maybe it's a good time, a good opportunity to take Brismov to see if we can farm that promotion. Wait. Let's place Brismov here as he will be leading the team. And yeah, he can take a grenade, whatever. For now, at least, we will choose the team, and then we can build the items. Then let's see. Let's take some rookies with Brismov, I think. So here's the thing. I think I'm going to, let's take Angie. Let's take, I have a lot of good rookies here. Aris is really good. And then I think probably could take Bishop. Yeah, let's take Bishop. So the team will be Angie, Brismov, Aris, and Bishop. 3 rookies and our Reaper. Do we have anything? Oh, we have a head trigger already. Okay. Let's actually build some items if we can. I think we can like build a flashbang and that's it. So I think the flashbang will be with Bishop. Then yeah, I think this should be it. Should be it. All the rest is looking pretty standard. Yeah, I think so. So before going to the mission, let's actually take a look at our 3 new soldiers that are going to go to the mission. Let's go through their bios. So of course this is NG Harold Lewis, and as per his bio, Harold get his name for a reason. Can you guess why? Harold was nothing more than your typical man out from Belgium. He was educated, physically fit enough, and had about your typical hobbies. What he didn't like, however, was the aliens. He knew right away they were I think this is no good, right? And even though he was young at the time, Harold desperately tried to fight the best he could against the aliens. Even after the war was long over and peace was established, Earth surrendered but not Angie, and he wasn't alone. He would be among one of the earliest resistance establishments in the Belgium area and continue to fight with them for as long as he would be alive. Pretty soon, he earned his reputable nickname Harold, and for good reason. In his time fighting, Angie personally came close to death numerous times, but yet somehow, every time, he always hardly got out of it, living to fight another day, and the various scars shows it too. Many could say he was tempting his luck, or that fate would soon get him, but Angie wasn't about that. Hell, even the nickname wasn't of his liking, but everyone started going with it, so he just kinda accepted it. To him, he just went on what he knew, the odds, and instinct. Now he works with XCOM to help fight against the aliens on a new front, what he would consider the front line of the grand scheme, and he wouldn't have it any other way. Sadly, his nickname followed him closely, seeming unable to escape it. Welcome to the team, and I hope you don't get to meet your end finally in XCOM. I think you continue to escape death. Then we have Aris. Okay, I am predicting a very unique bio for this one. So this is Philip's character. A resistance patrol found Aris near the haven. He was fighting an advent patrol, nothing weird about that, except that Aris was 15 years old, but he was fighting as a very experienced sword fighter. After he killed the patrol, the resistance members approached him and offered him to join, and Aris accepted. But they quickly realized Aris was very mentally scarred. He would always talk to himself when he was alone, and would always train with almost no rest. The Haven members started wondering if Aris was his real name at all. What they didn't know is that Aris suffered a very traumatizing event when he was younger. The trauma was so great he forgot his real name and his past and chose the name Aris. But that was not all. His damaged mind also created a person to help him cope with that trauma. It was the Greek god of war himself, Ares. The god of war only exists inside his damaged mind, and he takes control in fights and lets the damaged 18-year-old at the time of Commander's rescue watch the fights, hoping for him to learn something and to get over his trauma and to hopefully take control of his life once again. Okay, I think there should have been like 2 commas on this last sentence, but okay. Then the god of war will vanish because he was never real in the first place. Again, that's actually pretty cool. I was expecting like something really mystical or something like that, but actually that was pretty That's pretty good there. So he's kind of like a schizophrenic, right? Schizophrenia, something like that. Very good. Welcome to the team, artists. And we have, of course, Bishop. Very cool. Welcome to the team, girl. Hype up, Polar. Let's go for her bio. My god. Okay, we got it. I got it. So she has 26 years old by the time we are playing. Martha was never a fortunate child in any sense of the word. Of the word, I think. Yeah, I think this should be the word. From the minute she was brought into this earth, the odds were stacked against her. Her mother died having her in the slums of Chicago. After that, she lived on the streets for the majority of her life. She was raised by an old man named Bart, and they barely scraped by. Then the first invasion happened. Chicago was, of course, one of the major cities across the world, so it was targeted. A 4-year-old Martha and Bart would scramble to find somewhere, anywhere that could be safe. They made it to a sewer hole, but then a sectoid appeared and shot Bart through the chest. She scrambled to her caretaker and held his hand as he died, asking him what to do. His last word was run, before he breathed his final breath. All that time the sector waited, and when she remembered it was there, it took aim and shot her, grazing her face, but also taking her eye in the process. Fast forward 20 years later, Martha survived the wound and lived on in abandoned city, scavenging whatever she could find. She was getting desperate though. Food was becoming more scarce than usual because of a local gang that pushed out anybody other than their own. Martha tried to join, but decided not to when they laid out what her role would be. No way in hell was she going to let people use her, food or no food. One night she was in said gang's territory. It was a rainy night in the outskirts of the city, but she dared not go into one of the buildings owned by the bastards. Then she saw it. A white orb was down the street. She approached it and saw what was inside. Flesh, tentacles, and a giant yellow eye. She licked her lips and unsheathed her knife. Knowing how she was going to pass up the opportunity to eat meat, she approached the creature slowly and stabbed it repeatedly. She had a feeling it was dead anyway, but she had to make sure. She then started to slice and scoop the flesh out of the shell. 3 hours later, the shell was completely empty, and the meat was in a pile beside it. While excavating, she ate some raw, and when finished, she ate some more. Then she curled up and slept, smiling. She stayed there about a week, living in the shell and eating the pink flesh. As she was debating moving on, she was then approached by people with guns. Not those guns from the city, though. These people were well fed and their posture. There was a man and 2 women, and he said, "We can help you, but you have to follow us." She was about to decline the offer. How could she trust these random strangers? Then the woman pulled out a bar and gave it to her, saying, "It's food. Follow us, and we can make sure you are well fed." She sniffed the bar and bit into, then greedily devoured the whole thing in a matter of seconds. She only licked her lips and replied, "Lead the way." P.S. When we failed the test, when we field test, oh my god, I can't type either. When we field tested her, she proved to be extreme psionic potential commander. We suggest enlisting her into our ranks. Okay, so she ate a freaking gatekeeper, and she got some psionic shit going on. Welcome to the team, Bishop. Glad to have you. So I think now we should be ready to go. Let's do this. Man, feels good to be playing this again. Holy shit. Whew. Menace ready to deploy indeed. Let's go. Oh yeah, by the way, let me actually grab piece of a log from the last episode. Okay, this part I'm going to read now comes from Orum's log. Orum Ferron Rose Licit, that was in Gatecrasher, that is now our first marksman. And it reads, "Hunger is the best sauce in the world, and I'm starving for a good show-off. The stage is set, places everyone, at Perficientor about to start, and I shall bring them an opera of death. Now, ye spectators, watch me as I perform." Considering considering what we know now about his bio, that makes a lot of sense. And I think I completely butchered that Latin word right there. Perficientor, I think that's the correct. Something like that. Should be, at least. Whew. Let's do this. It's literally up ahead. It's like a straight line.
The environmental conditions down there, they should be able to stay hidden without revealing each other if they're sighted.
Okay, so should we take a more lateral approach? I think Bishop is in a great position to just scout ahead.
Okay. Enemy patrol on the move.
Okay, there's an officer there. Okay, now it's a good opportunity to actually send Brismov. I think he can jump over that crate over there if needed to.
I'm on my way.
NG can take point with Brismov, and Aris will take point with Bishop. Bishop will overwatch. Let's see what happens. Okay, they're going towards there. Okay, I can live with that. And suddenly the music just stopped. And now the music returned. Okay, I don't get it.
Yes, sir.
Something here? No? Okay then. There's a door there, but no enemies. But I think I will keep Brismov on the full cover right there, just to be sure. And NG, I think NG will dash just so he doesn't lag behind too much. His mobility is not that great. Aris, should we like go really aggressive and take this full cover right here, just so we make sure that we keep sight on them? There are no enemies here, but we could have another group coming from here. Let's actually place him here. Bishop will take this full cover right here, and we're going to overwatch everyone.
Ready for combat.
Yeah, they're coming back, but they will not review Aris just yet. But they could next turn, or we could start working on them. But first, I would very much prefer if I could take Brismov up top, so he has the height advantage and the vision of the other side. See? There is other pod right there.
Commander, we have a positive ID on the alien relay.
Okay. So now, I think we could start these guys with a grenade right here. And then we can work on them with Bishop and Aris. Or, better yet, we can just position Angie better. Just making sure we don't have eyes on that other pod. Maybe on this full cover right here. And then just overwatching. If they review us, we get a full round against them. Right as they... Yeah, this is happening. Great shot, NG. Welcome to the team.
We've got problems, Delta.
Come on. Shoot this guy. Very nice shot. Very nice work, people. Holy shit. Very nice. That was great. Let's use our conceal.
Ready to go, sir.
Right away.
Going dark.
Very nice. So I think Brismov will keep his eyes on these other guys right here. Yeah, I think he doesn't need to move like at all. So, or should I try to move just to see if there's more enemies somewhere? Could be an alternative, but I really would like to keep this high ground though. Yeah, I think I'll keep it for now. Just Overwatch, see what they do. Okay, they didn't move at all. So here's the thing. Yeah, I wouldn't review coming here with Angie. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot that we're still concealed. So we can take the full cover right there, no problem. I think Bishop. Yeah, Bishop will go here. Angie could probably grab this full cover as well. And let's just wait one more turn, see if they move. If they don't move at all, then we can start with a grenade just so we can take that cover off. And then proceed accordingly. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to start right here. We cannot lose much time because of the time constraint that we have. So let's actually work on that cover, damage the 2 troopers, and then leave the sectoid for later. Okay, we got a 4, so 1 trooper down. The other with 1 health, and the sectoid is exposed. Let's see what he will do. Okay, I would like to kill that trooper with Brismov if I can, but my shots are not that great. So this could be a situation where we just throw a grenade just to make sure he dies. Or we could alternatively move Brismov to try and flank, but here's the thing. Brismov doesn't have a good aim, and the vector rifle works better with distance. So yeah, I don't think we can flank him at all. Or we could. Oh yeah, the way this concealment works is kind of like Phantom. Okay, I see. So let's actually use another grenade here. Completely expose that sectoid. And Hades has the better aim of the two. So what we're gonna do here, actually? Oh yeah, but Bishop has the flash, right? So instead, why don't we do this? You know what? I think I'm going to have to throw a grenade with Hades here.
Fire in the hole.
Sectoid exposed.
On your toes, Delta.
Let's actually fire at him. He's dead with a crit. Nice job. Nice job. Holy shit. Let's try to shoot this guy. Maybe a normal shot. My god, Brismov, you're a beast! You're a fucking beast, my man. Holy shit. Okay, so far so great. Let's actually destroy the thing. We're going to reload. And yeah, let's start working on that. We're going to reload. Okay, very good. Objective completed. It's Overwatch. We're gonna reload. Overwatch. Oh, here. There you are. Come on, Bishop. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. We're in a very good position, actually. So we could actually just break vision of them and just let them come. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually keep Prismov here so he can have eyes on them. So, and I'm going to break vision with all the others and just let them come.
Moving into position.
We're going to reload here.
07 reloading.
And I'm going to do the same thing with Bishop. And then we'll have no choice but to come towards us. I'm gonna reload, and they will have to dash to get a vision of us. And maybe Prismov will not have like great shots if he stays here, so he kind of needs to build some distance between him and the enemies. So I think this is a good opportunity to like take a position like further away. If I can find a good position, that is. Without like making sure I get my eyes on them at all times. Maybe here. Maybe here. I'm afraid these soldiers could take this route, but I think they will come straight to us. I could be wrong. I think I'll keep him in place for now, or maybe we could take we could also take the other side. The other side has a great position right here that I just haven't considered. Sectoid is raising the dead. That's actually a smart play if he uses the dead corpse to scout for him. That's not a bad play by him, by any means. Advent is moving and overwatching. That's okay by me. Let's prepare an overwatch trap to the corpse.
I'll take your lead, sir.
Because the corpse will certainly come to us. And I do have an explosive here to shoot at. We could go for a sting as well. But I will wait for a better opportunity to shoot these guys. Or maybe we could even, yeah, later we could gain this high ground here. Where's the ladder though? Oh, it's there. Kinda sucks. Let's actually build some more distance. Just so we have an even better shot. Yeah. And we'll overwatch for now. They will start to come towards us because they have zero vision. Look at this guy, dude.
You've got to be kidding.
But now he has vision. They do have vision now, but they just can't do anything aside from overwatching. The corpse will get to us, but it will eat some overwatch shots here. Come on, NG. You're up. Nice shot, dude. Yeah, we're killing it. We're killing it. So, Brismov should have... He doesn't move. He doesn't need to move a lot to grab a good flank on the sectoid. Like right here, he would have a good flank. And it is a pretty good range, right? So let's make sure that we don't reveal. Oh my god. Fear of missed shots. Okay, he resisted, thank god. Okay, this miss was not a good thing at all. Now we're in a situation where I don't know if we can kill the sectoid because we don't have explosives anymore. Maybe I should have thrown a grenade with Brismov, I don't know. But what we could do as well, we could climb up here with Bishop and leave that flashbang open. How do her shots look though? She doesn't have targets from here, but she could throw a grenade. But she doesn't have a good angle to throw it though. Yeah, she doesn't have that great of an angle to throw it. Maybe she can get like 2 of them. And then I think I will just let the sectoid come and Overwatch trap him.
Acknowledged. Taking position. Need meds.
Okay, you hit disoriented through full cover. That makes a lot of sense, my friend. That makes a lot of fucking sense. You piece of fucking garbage. My god, dude, this game had 55 aim against full cover and he hit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The game was literally nope, you don't get to get a mission this good. No, you can't. You just can't. I won't allow it. Okay, let's break the overwatches here. He had a 100% chance of reveal on that one. That's okay. Okay, so suddenly this mission is not as smooth as it was before. There's no way we can kill the sectoid. So what we're going to do here actually is get both of these guys up, both Bishop and NG. Let's take a look. 100%, 100%, 99, 97. So this one it is. And then this one. Then we're gonna move towards this. And we're going to Overwatch, hopefully pinning the sectoid down, just so he doesn't, yeah, he's actually moving for a flank here. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. Okay. And of course he has full cover towards Brismov. Son of a bitch. He actually played really well right now. Well played, Sectoid. Well played. We have to kill this guy. Oh, Brismov could actually reach him. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Artist, can you hit this guy? 89%. Come on now. Yes, thank you. Yeah, the mission was too good to be true, right? We had to eat some damage, otherwise it wouldn't be us, right? Bishop, can you crit again? If you can crit again. Nope. Okay. Let's try to actually give this kill to Brismov if we can. Just so we can guarantee his promotion. If not, then we still have Angie's shot. And I think Brismov just killed him. Yep. Okay, we're fine. Holy shit. Oh man, it feels bad. The 2 wounds feel really bad. We were doing so great, and then the Sectoid just fucking destroyed us. Son of a bitch. Angie was MVP with 4 kills. And of course we have like, now we have... I forgot to mention that I made posters for the Gatecrasher 4. So as our soldiers are completing missions and getting promoted, I'm going to make them posters. So this is the poster for Brismov. Very good. Let's take a mission photo. If I think there's a pose where the soldiers are like carrying the Sectoid corpse. Okay, so this is what I came with. It took me like 5 minutes like to do it, but here it is. That looks great. And yeah, fuck Sectoids.
With a mug like that, you might get Advent to surrender after all.
Yes, please. We deserve that photo, come on. Oh yeah. Okay, mission is great. Like, the first few turns were great until like it got really awkward because the Sectoid like moved really aggressively, and then he went to that full cover and then he saw us, and because he had vision, he sent the undead in, and we didn't have explosives to actually expose him and deal with him. So I did what was, I think, the best play was to blind him. But somehow the game was like, nah, DuMa, you're doing this mission like this mission is being like too easy. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually make the Sectoid, this blinded Sectoid, disoriented Sectoid, hit Aris through full cover and fuck you. That's basically what the game said to me right there. So no way around it, I guess. And look at that. Yeah, fucking Sectoid. Good job. Well, looking at...
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration. With one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site, though its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of Resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
New objective added.
Okay. Now the councilman greeted us.
Commander, I've updated our current objectives based on the most recent findings.
Thank you, Bradford. So, okay. We have an engineer, which is great, and I think I will speed up the resistance ring so we have it operational as soon as possible. And let's actually visit the armory, and let's actually promote our soldiers, shall we? So let's Angie, as I gathered and as I was informed, is like a jack of all trades. So if he is a jack of all trades, then shouldn't matter all that much the choice that we make here. But I would like him to be like, he has somewhat of a poor mobility, but he has good aim, decent dodge, has somewhat of a decent health. So why don't we make him into a proper class that is a jack of all trades? So now he's a survivalist. The gimmick about this class is that it can do a lot. It can equip pretty much anything. Swords, sawn-offs, I think pistols as well, assault rifles, shotguns, rifles, you name it. These guys can do it. They are not specialists in anything, but they can do a lot of different builds. So I think this suits NG the most, by far. So yeah, now he has his proper class. We should also promote Bishop, but as I would do Bishop the same treatment that I did with Juliana. As soon as they are back, they will get the promotions accordingly, depending on what we need. And as for Brismov right here, we'll promote him. And as you see now for the first time, this is the tree skill, the Reaper skill tree. So they have the oh, I forgot to rename the trees. Okay, do not consider that. So the first tree actually is focused on stealth, so it makes sense. The second tree would be more of a swordsman tree, focused on the sword, and the marksman tree is actually also makes sense. It is the shooting abilities. It's all about the shooting, right? So the first choice we have here, oh, and I should mention they get Sting from Squatty. The first choice that we have is either Shadow Rising, which gives us an additional charge of Shadow, which is really strong. We got Blade Master, which gives us more aim towards our blade attacks and extra damage. And we also have Absolutely Critical. We get an additional 15% crit chance against flanked or uncovered enemies. So I'm not sure which route I want to take with Brismov, but I think for now what would benefit us the most would be the ability to crit more often with the rifle. So for Brismov in particular, I think it fits him. He needs to hit, and when he hits, he will hit high. So let's go for Absolutely Critical here. We should make Brismov more of a shooter type of Reaper. And we could also promote Ares. Ares, on the other hand, I think I know which class I want to make him, because it just fits him. So we'll make Addis a samurai. Because fuck yes. Look at that. Very good. So this is the samurai. He has some cool skills, and I think they have a few options. They can equip shields as their secondary as well, and they can equip all the different katana types, and they can also equip the sword with two hands, which will grant him like more mobility and improved aim, I guess. So yeah, that's about it. And why exactly does he have like 2 slots? Wait. Oh, I think they get an extra item slot to compensate for the fact that they are like full melee. I think that's the case. So yeah, I think this is it for now for the barracks. And let's actually hit the...
Commander, we have a lead on the alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local resistance to actually get us into the facility. We should try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
So now we have the location of the black site, and we also could get some rookies here. I'm not sure if we're going to get the rookies, but the supplies for sure we're going to get. So let's go to the supplies while we complete our research and construction, giving some time to our soldiers to recover as well. Hybrid materials is completed. Now we could go for resistance communications just so we can make contact as fast as possible with the Avatar project facility right there, or we could go alternatively to alien biotech just so we can start researching the bodies and opening the bonuses from the bodies and get closer to the proving grounds, which is also something that I really want to get to as fast as possible. Or we could unlock underbarrels, so we can build some underbarrels. We need launchers and flamethrowers and shotguns. Could be a thing as well. But I think what would make most sense for us right now is to get resistance columns. But alien biotech also feels really great. I think I will take alien biotech just so for the fact that we'll have way more options once we complete it. It's only 4 days. So we'll do that. Let's keep scanning for now. And now we have a mission from the Reapers. And who is Sophia Loris? I don't think I remember having a soldier like that. Well, then again, if it turns out that this is a random soldier, and it's funny because I did add the second batch. This was not supposed to happen actually. This should be, or I could be wrong. This could be a soldier of yours and I'm like fucking up, but I don't think it is. So if it turns out that this is not like a soldier from you guys, I will do the mission anyway, and then I will add a soldier of you guys instead with the same stats, with the same profession and with the same stats. Don't worry about that. So yeah, the Horde. So this is one of those missions we've only lost. This is the mission where we have to rescue the VIP close to the car with the gun. Resistance contacts. Undercover civilians present in this combat zone can be extracted to gain valuable rewards. Nice. Okay.
Setting course for Sector 14, East Asia.
So
Commander, you should be aware. Detecting lost activity in this area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
thank you, Tygan. Thank you very much. So this is a situation where I think having Aaron together with the party should be beneficial enough because of his pistol. He has a good aim. He could get to the second floor and snipe some Lost for us, so he will be good regardless. Then we'll take 3 rookies because we need to promote these rookies as fast as possible just so we have more options available to us. So what I'm going to do here is actually I'm going to select one rookie that has really good mobility, like Bruce here with 14 mobility. I think we have the option between Jacqueline and Bruce with 14 mobility, right? Yeah, 64. Let's quickly compare the two. I think Bruce is a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll take Bruce here. Yeah, we should take Bruce here. So Bruce will be on the duty to rescue the fallen soldier because he has the highest mobility. He can get to the fallen soldier and carry him back. So now that we have that out of the way, let's take 2 extra rookies here to actually get shooting done. So I think we should take Amancia. And now that we have a good 2 good aims, I think we should be safe to take a more like standard rookie with us. Let's actually take Isabel. Has good compat with Caitlyn, with she has good compat with 2 Zoes and with Nelson. Nelson of all people. Who does Bruce have good compat? Joshua, Maria, and Caitlyn. You know what? We could actually grab Joshua here. Let's grab Joshua here as well, just so we can. They have really good compat, so they can become bond mates quicker doing that. I think that's a good thing, right? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So this is going to be the party for the next mission, and of course we're going to take Molotovs instead of any other type of grenades because we're dealing with the loss here, and I'm not about to make the same mistake I did on the first Lost mission on season 1, and I will not lose people for being dumb and not knowing how items work. Do we have anything to give? No, not really. Not really. So, why does he have the Cyan? He shouldn't have his Cyan available right now. This should be a mistake. Right? Yeah, we don't have Cyans yet. It should be a mistake. And let's give more stylish. Look at that. Oh, this is very stylish. This is very stylish. I like it. So yeah, this is how we're gonna roll next mission. So next mission we're going to do this mission right away. But before that, we're going to actually read the bios for Bruce, Amancia, and Joshua. After that, we're going to the mission, and we're going to go from there. So for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section below if you have something to say. It also helps with the YouTube algorithm. And leave that like, helps a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. This is DuMa. I'm signing out.